I want to take a minute before we get to another couple calls to talk about how you got into doing religious stuff on TikTok and what your experience of that's been. So, I mean, let everybody know kind of what it is. How snarky are you? What kind of feedback do you? How many times have you been banned or blocked off of TikTok?
Oh man, I go through moods. Like there's some days where I try to be more empathetic and like, you know, try to understand where this person's coming from. You were there one point in your life, so try to build bridges, not walls. And other days I'm just like, fuck you, fuck your God, fuck your religion. So I try not to make videos on those days, but sometimes I do. But it's been really interesting making the videos and getting the responses I've got, because probably the biggest surprise, I wasn't surprised at all by people telling me I'm going to hell for saying this shit. It's not at all. What surprised me was the number of atheists who had questions and were dealing with all of these things. Like, people would send me their entire life stories and they would ask me all these questions that I'm not qualified to answer. So understanding just how broad this community was, I had no idea of previous to this was there. Was a real eye opener for me. But it's also been really frustrating. Like, I don't know how many of my videos you've seen, Matt, but I'm pretty fucking thorough when I take apart the Bible.
Yeah.
And I'll lay all this shit out black and white. I'll show them every verse, why it contradicts, and they'll still be like, no, you're interpreting it wrong because I have the Holy Spirit and you don't. And then the people who are like, you were never a real Christian. And I'm like, you fucking have any idea how much of it I'm willing to bet I was more of a Christian than you were. So how fucking dare you tell me that I never really had the Holy Spirit and I'm interpreting this wrong? And you're like, these people don't have degrees. They barely even read their Bible. And I can show them why they're wrong. And they're still like, no, I have the Holy Spirit. You're going to hell. I'm like, so getting through to people is rough. No matter how much evidence you put before them, they're just like, no, bro, trust me.
I ended up getting banned really quickly. And somebody told me that that's happening all the time. And some atheists on TikTok are on like their 5th accounts and stuff like that. Are you still on your first account? And
yeah, somehow. I don't know. You know, I performed some adult-oriented favors for the algorithm team, and they seem to have been paying off. But I've only been banned once. That was when I talked about Islam and some of the problems with its prophet, and my account was banned then. And but I got it back in the next day. I get videos taken down every now and then, but I haven't been banned since. It's really strange. My wife made a video. She has a TikTok, and she made a video of me playing with my kids yesterday, just like roughhousing, tickle fights, and she posted it, and it got taken down for child endangerment, and she got a message saying that her account was in danger of being banned. And I was like, it wasn't a boxing match. What the fuck?
I often wonder.
Dog agrees. It's bullshit.
There's a lot of busybodies on there that are going to flag stuff, and knowing that there's an automatic algorithm that's going to shut things down.